Okay. Today's demo is how to draw a simple Lego block. What I'd like you to do is take apart your sculpture or grab a Lego block that just looks like this that has some thickness to it. It's easiest for the demonstration. Okay. Set it up to give it a little bit of height on a water bottle or some kind of container that you can find. There are different ways that I could draw this block. Okay. If you're drawing something that's made from a whole bunch of kind of block shapes put together, you want at least one or some of the blocks to be angled so you can see three sides of it. It will make the most dynamic drawing, okay, and allow you to incorporate what I call my favorite F word. Do we remember what it is?
Foreshortening.
Yes! Oops. Sorry.
You're welcome.
You remembered, right. Foreshortening. By incorporating correct perspective, what we know about our confident line making, okay, our loose searching lines, okay, and also what we know about circular perspective that we learned from the last assignment, the bottle drawing and the cylinder drawing, we can do a great job drawing a block. You put multiple blocks together, and we can repeat the same concept, just changing the angle. Okay? The next lesson will be what happens when we put those blocks together, how we actually handle using our pencil to measure the proportions like we did with our bottle drawing, right? It's going to be a little different for this, so the next demo will be, I'll demo how to do it for this too. Set it on top of your bottle, okay? And take a look at it so you can see two sides. Just please know that when I'm demoing this is the angle that I see. Does that make sense? So I'm setting it up so I can see the top and two sides. Okay? Okay. So you set yours up so you can see the top and two sides. And then over the side of your sketchbook, it doesn't matter if your sketchbook page is marked up because this is only practice. Okay? Next week, around Thursday, we'll have a final drawing of our object that incorporates blocks. But for today, feel free to mark up your page and work along with me. If you're a righty, put your sketchbook slightly on the right side of you. If you're a lefty, put it slightly on the left side of you. Sit up straight, facing your drawing table, so your shoulders are equidistant to the corners of your desk. And then practice your straight lines. Who remembers this from bottle drawing? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Nice loose straight lines. Just to get our straight lines confident. And what is important about our straight lines? That they're straight, which means how do we know that our lines are straight? What should they also be?
Parallel to the side.
That's right, parallel to the side of the page. So once you've practiced that a little bit and you've got a good grasp on that, you are going to apply that skill to drawing one block, okay? And I'm going to draw this larger than you have to draw yours, absolutely. I'm going to make three vertical searching lines that are all parallel to the sides of my page. This line, and this line. Absolutely parallel to the sides of the page. See how I have three lines here? 1, 2, 3. See if you can draw those. Keep in mind the width between this vertical line, and this vertical line. We're not going to worry about measuring yet. Okay, once we have our 3 vertical lines that represent this line, and this line, the next step that you're going to do is determine the width between these 2 lines, and please look up at the screen, and these 2 lines. So you need to see the difference between the width of here and here, and the width of here and here. Who remembers when we practiced comparing 2 proportions? When did we do that? Does anyone remember? So instead of doing it vertically, we are going to do this horizontally. So what I'm going to do is pretend like my block is still on the water bottle. Okay? I'm going to close one eye and determine the distance between these vertical lines. Okay? And I'm going to estimate. Okay? So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. And I'm finding that this width is a little wider than 1/3 of this width. So this tells me that this needs to be a little wider. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a little wider than 1/3. Okay? So measure from here to here, here to here, and this is what's left over. Now readjust one or more of your vertical lines to kind of get that width right. Okay? You guys are doing great. I know, I can't see yours, George. I can only see the ones that I can see from here.
Yeah, it is fine. What is that? That's good. You've got what? Yeah. Oh, you get F.
Okay. Now what you're going to do, there's 2 ways to handle the angle of this V. I saw a couple of people drew it in already. One way is to close one eye and hold your pencil so it's in line, visually in line. Same as, like, remember the squishing grape idea? Same, visually in line with this angle. So I would hold my pencil. So, and if you look at the board, Charlie, look at the board. Like this. See how I am visually lining up? Wait. I'm visually lining up my pencil here and here. I'm creating an angle with my pencil so I can recreate that angle here. I hold it up, close one eye, look, and then try to recreate my angle. Or you can just kind of guess. Look at how obtuse the V is. Here's your V. See this V? Using your pencil to find angles is difficult. If you can use your pencil to measure your proportions, then that's really great for our survey, okay? Okay, couple more steps. Once you have the V in, you're going to close one eye, measure the height from here to here. Charlie, look at this one. Height from here to here. Okay? And see how many times that fits in sideways. So, here's 1, 2, 3 times. Did everyone see that? So I'm measuring the height of here, and it fits 3 times. So my height, from my point of view, fits 3 times into the width of the block. And that translates this way. 1, 2, 3. I make a little mark, and then put in my line. Once I know the height, I can estimate. But see how these lines aren't totally parallel to each other? They're pretty parallel, but why aren't they perfectly parallel?
Because the perspective on it, we learned this last year. It's like, about how you look at it and how the lines go, like, all end up connecting at one point, and it's just like the lines separate from there.
Because of the perspective, right. So really, this is 2-point perspective, right? But we're just drawing it from observation, and so, in this way, we're also creating foreshortening.
You could leave the drawing supplies, but her bag's on the floor.
Okay. Now we're going to draw the top. Up, and there we go. So we will continue with the top tomorrow. And it's not?
No, that's the first fill.
Do you know? Okay, get this. Ready?
No, that was the first fill.
That was the first fill.
No, one of them went off during the...
That was it. I think that was it. That was it. Yeah, everyone have a good lunch. We'll finish this tomorrow.
Where put this thing?